This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Tuesday morning, the last day in September. Yeah, welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. So, we're going to do a few things. I found my Society of Idea Collector journal. I'm going to put a couple things in there, but I have more that I need to get put in there. Penelope's here. She says, "Good morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in." Got the little jingle bell from Jacqueline. Let me get over to my notepad so I can see folks coming in. This is my Society of Idea Collector journal. My last one, I'm in the process of making a new one, but it's slow. And we have the little on-off light bulb here. This was inspired by Dee Dee, the little light bulb. She had a little light bulb that she got at Hobby Lobby that she could turn off and on. It blinked off and on. So I cut one in my cover and made a light bulb and put a little Tim Holtz fairy lights in there. And it's getting pretty full, this journal, but I still have room in there for things. Let me get out here to my live stream. Oh, I'm still waking up. Skip the, oh, there you all are. Hi, Teresa. Good morning. Hi, Linda. Good morning, Linda. Hi, Sylvia. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And I got my camera positioned pretty fast this morning. I'm getting practice on that. When I come on live, I usually struggle with getting my camera. Let's see, I'm fixing my chat up to all messages. There we go. So it's good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm not going to page through this, but I am going to put a couple pages in. I have my, is this the last? I think this is the last one. I have several pages left in here, but I've got a lot to put in yet. So I'm going to put my stamp. There's nothing on the back, so I can just kind of, actually I can tear this down a little. It's good to see you. Good morning, good morning. Now let's tear it just a teeny bit over here. And I'm going to tape it in here. Sylvia says she's working to get her money maker out the door. I have no money maker. We're retired. My brother's retired VA. Well, he gets veteran. He's a retired veteran. He was in the Navy. I'm just a retired programmer. I think that'll be enough. I don't want to spend all day putting this stuff in. There we go. And let's tear this one down. Flip the page. Get this one over here. So I put these in my Society of Idea Collectors as a record. And I'm going to carve a little stamp this morning, a tiny one. Yeah, I keep forgetting to go out to my feed, and I don't know if I have to do that every time to put no ads in the chat. I can't see chat window until that ad goes away. Good morning to anybody that's up in the balcony. Good morning, good morning. Do, 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 do. Come on. Get off of there. And then, let's see what I have here. Hold on. Did everybody get a stamp that they wanted? I'm giving away these stamps. If you want a stamp set, you'll get one row. You'll get 4 cats and 4 owls. If you're not on my list, if you haven't asked, say me, and I will put you on the list. I have a list up here somewhere. Oops. Things. No matter how much I straighten things out, they get messed up again. Here's the list. Hi, Janet Nash. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to put you on the list, Janet, just because I don't see you that much. Let's see. I thought I put Lucia on the list here someplace. Yeah, up here. I'll just send to you as a... But I'm going to cut a row off of this because I want to put a couple of them in my... So I've got plenty. I want to put a couple in my Society of Idea Collector here. And I'm not going to bother fussy cutting them. I'll just put them together as a... And they're pretty small, but they're sticker size. There's a cat and an owl. Hi, Becky. Good morning, Miss Becky. I'm putting things in my Society of the Idea Collector. I guess I'll put them right there. And then go just like that. So what I want to do is I have a little cutoff of an eraser, just a little square, and I want to make a little ghost that I can use for a wax seal. But I think what I'll do is on one side is carve it. When you do a wax seal carving, you carve into it. So I want to round this off. This is perfect. I want to round it off so that it'll be like a round wax seal. And let me get this flat here. I think I'll use the lid here. I'll just round off the corners. Oh, this is a cutter one anyway. I need to go through all my cutter pieces and all my cutter glue, my digger glues, and dig out the glue and throw the thing away. I got about 3 or 4 of them. Do some glue booking. And all I'm going to do here is round this off a little. And I could do that with my blade one. It doesn't have to be perfectly round, just sort of round. I guess it's more of a square round than it's got little corners chopped off the edge of it, but that's okay. I'm not looking for perfection. Let me move Penelope or I'm going to knock her off the desk. Move things around here. I opened a Happy Mail and everything got Okay. So all I want to do is I should design down in there, but it's too, well, maybe I can, yeah. Move it up this way. And let me zoom in. So it's just going to be a simple little ghost. Let me zoom in. Hi, Angie girl. Don't fall asleep. It's morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mina's here. Hi, Mina. Good morning, Mina. It's good to see you. Janet Nash says, oh, I love it, Becky, so much. I'm going to make my little journal today. Of course, you added a Freddy and an avocado. And an avocado. Becky says, thanks. Janet said, they are looking great, Becky. Working on baby quilts. Is that what I saw out on Instagram? The corner. I just grabbed a sneak peek as I was signing on this morning. All right, so I'm just going to kind of, I didn't really get this cut too great, but it'll still fit in there. I'm just going to trace around my eraser here just to give me a sense of where this is going to fit. And I usually do 2 or 3 of them. And so this isn't going to take long to do. So is anybody going to do Inktober? I know Dee Dee probably will. I'm going to try to catch her tomorrow morning. She might have already talked about it. I think I'm going to use my glass ink pen and just kind of play with the glass ink pen. I'm not going to pick a topic or anything to do. All right, I want a little ghosty here. So I'm just going to kind of draw a little. Now, when you carve a stamp for that you want to use as an eraser, you carve into your stamp. And then you don't carve out of the negative background. And when you do that, the wax goes into, when you use it as a stamp, when you impress it in, that wax will go into the groove that you carve and make a little raised image. And that's how you get your stamp. And this is kind of what I'm wanting, just something really simple. I think I will carve a eye in there. I'll see. And we want something really simple. Now I'm debating whether I want to make that. I think I'll just leave it as a line. And it looks like an open mouth now, and it probably will be on the. All right, let's just do another one. Let's make him a little taller and slender. Although I think I prefer this one. Let's make some little. Yeah, he looks weird. I think I prefer maybe we could make this line a little more wavy. And do that on here too. Make it a little more wavy. So something just simple. I'm not looking for anything. And you could do the same. Let's see, what did I do with my stem? Let's do a pumpkin. Not going to spend a lot of time here. You just carve it. It's almost like a line drawing. Maybe make this a little bit more round. And maybe make my stem a little more slender. Something like that. All right, so I'm going to draw a ghost on here. Looks like I drew on this side the other night. I carved on this side. I'm gonna draw a little ghost on here. And we're gonna give him some eyes and a mouth. Yeah, I don't know. He looks different than both of those. And on this side, I'm going to draw a little pumpkin. Let's put a leaf on him. Maybe one over here. Very simple line drawing. And then I'm going to take my smallest blade here. And this is really easy to do. Let's do the ghost. All you need to do is pretend that it's a line drawing and carve out your line here. And you'll see this more when I ink it. And for me, these don't need to be perfect because I'm just kind of playing. I'm just playing. And I might have to dig them a little deeper because this is where I'm carving is where the wax is going to go. I'll do that more when I get it inked so I can see where I'm going. It's kind of hard to see where I'm going. All right, let's ink him up and see how he looks. Because you can't see much. And do I need to... let's just ink him. He looks a little worried. But I'm not going to I'm not going to fiddle with this too much this morning. Let's do the pumpkin. I think I might like the pumpkin better. I don't know if I don't mess him up. Now, I'm not going to do my wax seal today because I'd have to get out the wax and the little scoopy spoons and all that. I just thought I would carve these. And stamp them off and see what I could do. Now I need to do the leaves. Sort of a leafy shape. And I've got a line going through that leaf. But we're going to leave that for now. And then I need to do the stem. And what happens is when you do a wax seal, the wax, when you put it in the, stamp it on the wax will fall into the groove and cause a raised image, and this will all be flat. And you'll see a little a little line of a ghost, or let's see what the pumpkin's going to look like. I'm not going to spend too much time on this morning. I just wanted to play a little. I'll get it off of my hand. And that's what you should do in your journal. Just play. Don't try to be perfect. You might run across something that's perfect, though. Not a bad pumpkin. I need to finish my stem. I didn't carve my stem out. It's awful tiny. I don't do good with tiny stuff. There we go. Let's do that again. I think the pumpkin turned out, the ghost isn't bad. He's just a weird looking ghost. There, I like the pumpkin. Clean him off. That's all I'm going to do today. Alrighty. My Society by Deer Collector. I'll have to zoom out again here. Well, I don't think I'm going to because I need it zoomed in. What I want to show you, let's get all of this pushed over to the side, out of my way. All right, I got to get my phone out here. And give me a minute to sign in. I have to sign in to this phone. What I want to show you is I've been playing. I've been playing. Now it's going to, I want to go out to, got to get there. Okay, I've been playing with my dream screen, and I've been doing steampunk. Now this is an AI generated image. I just generally said, well, let's play it, and I'll tell you what I generally said. I gotta play it here.
While this man was delivering a... Welcome to our Steampunk fashion show.
Just wait until you see our lineup.
Welcome to our Steampunk fashion show.
Just wait until you see our lineup.
Welcome.
So, this is all AI generated. I want to show you what I did for my prompts. I do my prompts online here at the, and I'm calling this a test steampunk runway. And I ended up on this one making it, one of these, making it just real small. I told it not to include captioning. These are my prompts. Steampunk background. Do not include closed captioning or auto-generated speech subtitles. That's something that, this is something I'm playing with YouTube Shorts. They have YouTube is doing what they call made on YouTube. They're putting in a lot of AI generated. You can generate with your Google Photos, you can play around with that. I'm playing with the YouTube Dream Screen, and all of those other dream screens that I did, I went out and grabbed music and added an MP3 to my, that's how I got sound. But I couldn't I couldn't make it say anything. Well, they just have recently put in, I want to say an option, and it's called VEO3, and it lets you tell it what you want your character to say. So here I said, steampunk male doll walks down the runway and shouts, "Welcome to our steampunk fashion show." Beside him is a steampunk lady doll, and she walks down the runway and shouts, "Just wait till you see our lineup." And that's all I told it to do. And it went out there and created, well,
welcome to our
let me get it here again. It went blank on me. There.
Welcome to our steampunk fashion show.
It went out there and created a steampunk man and a male figure and a steampunk lady figure. Now that's fine and dandy, but I have it, it's still including, up here, you can see, you may be able to see it, you might have to zoom in, but they put captioning in there. And I have not been able to get rid of the captioning. Well, I did once, but they auto burn that in there, and that's a problem for me. I want it to speak without putting the text in there. I understand why they're doing that. They're doing that for people that have hearing issues and just want to read. But I don't mind captioning having a toggle on and off, but you can't toggle these two off. So that's something I've been playing with. So I did a couple of others.
Welcome to us.
I did a couple of others here, and let me show you. Let me play them here. This is the same thing where they're walking down, but I created the prompts here. Let me play it first.
Welcome to our steampunk fashion show.
Now, it puts in the sound of them walking, which I think is really cool. But I told it that if you could zoom in, I can't zoom in on a short. I wish I could. I said use a leather paper for the shirt, give him a red vest, a black bow tie, a black hair and beard, and I said I wanted the barrel of a pen for the legs and for the arms. And it did okay on that. And on here, I said use and you can't see it too well because of all the menus, but I said give her a lace dress, long fringe for the gold fringe for the hair, and that's what it came up with. And then a steampunk background.
Welcome to our steampunk fashion show.
It's real picky. I was able to, now you're seeing the menu options around here. I don't think you see as many of those once it's public. But on here, you're not seeing the text. But in order to make that happen, she isn't saying, just wait till you see her lineup. Only he is talking. And that got rid of the text. So I went out and Googled my help saying, can I get rid of the captioning on my YouTube shorts? And it said not to put in as much. So don't make your prompt as long. And, you know, when we write verbally, when somebody says something, we put quotation marks and commas and quotation marks around it. And it said to get rid of all of that. And I did that, and I was able to not get the captioning. But you're seeing my menu options around here. I wish they wouldn't put so much. And I think when it publishes, there's not quite as much out there. But you still see all this stuff here. Then I did one other one, I think, here. Let me go back one. I did this one. Now this one is another one that I told it what I wanted. Let me play this for you.
Hello, lovelies.
And let me stop it here. And what I told her to do was to give it a pepper, you know, like your table pepper, your little can of pepper. And it gave me this lace skirt here. I don't think I asked for lace skirts, but it gave me, I put it, I can't remember, let me go out and look at the prompt. For this one, my prompt said, steampunk lady doll, pepper can body, ink pen spring neck, it did that, a beaded head with pretty face, red pillow fringe, and so it made the hair really puffy like a pillow. I could have said just red fringe. Red pillow fringe hair, a pin barrel hands, and I could have gotten rid of the pin barrel. I found that sometimes when I say pin barrel, something like that, or a ink pen neck, ink pen spring neck, it will give me the head, and it'll have an ink pen, the point of the ink pen on top of the head. Hands and, let's see, pin barrel, hands and feet, and walks down the runway and says, hello, lovelies. And that's what this is doing.
Hello, lovelies.
And so she's walking down the runway, and it looks like she's holding a pumpkin for a purse, a little, or a bead or something, for I didn't tell it to do that. And I like what I wish I could zoom in. Let me see if I can take a picture of this. Let's go to my gallery. Here, I can zoom in. See if you're what you're seeing. Hold on, I have to let my phone catch up with me. So it interpreted steampunk, and it gave me the goggle eyeglasses up at the head, and it gave me, I didn't ask for earrings, so it took some liberties, but it did do a good spring for the neck. And when I said red pillow hair, see, it pushed it as a poofy hair up there. And these are vintage lighting up on the ceiling. I didn't ask for that, but I did not ask for a steampunk. This was the first one I did. But I like how it said, hello, lovelies. And it will say that out here. Let me play it. Oh, that's my picture. Hold on.
Hello, lovelies.
And when it says it, that text pops out here. So you can do a lot of different things with this. And what I thought it would be fun to do this morning, I'm going to move this out of the way, is to write some prompts and think about what you have. If you were creating a steampunk doll, just a small one, think about what you have. Like I said, a pepper can. Let me catch up with you guys. Becky's talking about her. Angie went to lay down. Oh, that's lovely. Hi, Laura. Welcome in, Laura. Good morning. Sylvia says, oh, I love using my glass pen, tip pen. I have so many years of Inktober prompts. Oh, do you do Inktober, Sylvia? Oh, you can play along as I desire. Oh, cool. I'm not going to dig it out now, but I have an envelope journal that I got, I think it was pre-made. I don't think I made it. It was an envelope journal. I think I got it from Rebecca's sale. And it has enough pages, I think, that I can do Inktober in it. And I've got a glass pen set, and I'm going to play with those glass pens on that. I'm glad you got that, Sylvia. And I'm not a pro at it. I just, so I'm just going to start out playing, like doing marks and maybe doing some doodles or doing a little sketch type thing. That's what I'm going to do for Inktober. Mina's laughing, Mary. Not me. I'm going to be making bowls. Mina says, I'm going to... I don't know what she's saying, not me, for. Hi, all. I may fall asleep. Mina's here. Good morning, good morning. Janet Nash says, oh, I love it, Becky. She's talking about, I think Becky's making some baby quilts. Becky says, Janet, I'm so glad that envelope finally got to you. I was beginning to think it got lost. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Aunt Becca's smiling. I don't know what Angie's was saying, not me, too. Mary, not me. I'm going to be making bowls. Sylvia says, oh, I love using my glass pen. Oh, she's saying not me to Inktober. Angie is. Have fun, Sylvia, with the glass pen. Laura popped in. Janet Ness says, Laura, are you on the mend? And I asked Laura that last night. We had a member stream, and I didn't catch, Laura, how your parents are doing. Oh, let's read what Laura said to Janet. She says, Janet, oh yes, thank you, so much better. I'm all better. We've been better for, and I got an ad. Stupid ads. I got to get out there and turn that option off. I can't read the text with the ads. Makes me mad. And then it decides it wants to, come on. Finally. Let's see. We've been better for a little bit. Mom moved in 1 week ago today, and things are going pretty well. Oh, that's good, Laura. I'm glad to hear that. You've been on our hearts. Angie put some gold hearts. Janet Nash says, that's lovely, Laura. I'm going to lay down for a bit. Nina, Becky, Laura says. All right, Becky said both baby quilt tops are finished. I'll have to see if I can find backing fabrics in my stash. Eventually, I'm moving on to the next project. What project, Becky? And Laura says, thank you. Okay, I'm caught up. So what I would like to do is design a steampunk doll. Find a decent pen. And actually write down some prompts. So I know I want a steampunk background. and I'm just going to abbreviate here. So what should I use for a body? Does anybody have any idea? What would you use if you were doing a little, I could say an ink pad body. Ink pad body. And we have to keep the prompts pretty simple. And it'll fill in things. Kind of surprises me sometimes. Sometimes it both surprises me at times, and like this, what I said on this lady here. Let me catch up with you guys. I got out of my red dot when I on this lady here. Where I said red pillow fringe. I meant that it was a fringe, it was red fringe off of a pillow. Well, it gave me red fringe, and I put it in, I put it in a pillow form. And I said a bead head, and it made the head, let me go back out to it made the head more realistic. That doesn't look like a bead to me. So, and you could sit here and play with this and tell it exactly what you want, but I find that I keep putting a lot of prompts in there, and then I can't do anything because you put in too much. AI, it's fun because they're putting in things like speech now and movement. I'd love to see how it treats my little scarecrow. I was doing those scarecrows, and I hung the scarecrow up on a pole. But later, when I wanted him to walk, it drug the pole along with him. And in this case, they actually walk. So, you know, when you go out there and use this on your phone, you'll see up at the top where it says experiment. So this is all experimental for them. But it's fun to play with. So, let's see, I've got an ink pad body. What should I use for the shoes or the feet? Teapot body. Ooh, I like that too. Let's actually get out another sheet of paper here if I can find a couple of sheets. I'm always putting my paper, I pull out paper to use, and then I stack things on top of it and I lose it. Let's do it this way. I'm going to do two of them here. Let's just... I'm going to do two sets of prompts. We don't need these ink pads anymore. Get those out of my way. All right. I'll fold my paper in half so I keep it on the... And we'll type these prompts in and see what we get. So I'm going to put doll 1, steampunk, and doll 2, steampunk. And if you have a phone, and if you're adventurous, you could go out to your shorts and see if you have this option. They're saying that everybody has it, and it works both on iOS and Android. So if you're adventurous, you could go out there and see if you could get something going. I'll show you as we do these where you need to go. Okay, so I just had ink pad, let's see, steampunk background. We want that in the background. See, on this one, I didn't tell it that I wanted a background, and it just kind of put in a runway and a clear background. And the same over here, steampunk background. And then I said a ink pad body. And we should put, how did I phrase that over here? Steampunk lady doll. Steampunk lady doll. And we probably don't need the word doll. Just steampunk lady, I think, will get us the same thing with less verbiage. And ink pad body. And Sylvia said a teapot body. Was it teapot or? Yeah, teapot body. Teapot body. I'm going to type these in. Beehive hair. Beehive hair. Stovepipe legs. Sylvia's got it going here. She's knows stovepipe legs. I'm loving it, Sylvia. Lace up roller skates. Lace up. Have you done any of this, Sylvia, or are you just pulling this out of your imagination? Because you're doing great. Lace up roller skates. Bye, Janet. Have a great day. She takes Freddie. Janet is 6 hours ahead of us. So it's almost 7 o'clock here. So it's about 11 going on 12. And she usually takes Freddie for a walk around this time. Probably grabs some lunch. Hi, Dar. All right, let me get caught up here. What kind of a head? You got a teapot body. What kind of a head do you want, or do you care? I'm gonna put a bead for a head, bead head. Hair. Let's see. She got beehive hair. What should I say? I'm just gonna say long stringy hair. Long stringy hair. We have to have hands. You've got feet. You got stovepipe feet. What do I want? I want I want to say barbed wire, but that it's digital. If we were building a steampunk doll, I don't think I would use barbed wire for feet. But I don't want pipe stem cleaners either. And I've already used an ink barrel for a pen barrel for legs. How about, I'm thinking a spoon handle. Spoon, I'll put a spoon handle legs and arms. And see what it does. And I'm going to put high heels. High heel boots. High heel boots. And what was, did Sylvia say anymore? They're saying hello to Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in, Joyce. Hugs to Freddie, Dar says. Hands and arms could be car shock absorbers. I'm going to put that on yours. Hands, let's see, car shock absorber hands. hands. Now, what do you want yours to say, Sylvia? Hands and feet. What do you want your doll to say? Let's see, what is my doll gonna say? She smiles. Yours is gonna smile too. She smiles and says, I got an ad. I hate those ads. It covers up my whole chat box. Let's see, mine is going to say, I already said hello. Hello there, lovelies. My brain isn't working this morning. Let's do Inktober. I don't know if it will interpret Inktober like we do. That will be interesting to see what that says. She smiles. What is Sylvia's going to say? She smiles and says, go-go boots? High heel, I'm going to put go-go here. High heel go-go boots. Love that, Dar. Sylvia, what do you want your doll to say? Sylvia will say, the world of art is here. Okay. The world of art. That's what, is that what you wanted it to say? Is here. Let me know if you wanted to say something else. So I'm going to stop there, and we'll do mine first, because I'm going to give Sylvia a chance to tell me if that's what she wanted it to say. So I'm going to do scene 2 here. I'm just going to kind of type this in. Let me grab my S Pen so I can point to these letters a little bit better. All right. Come on. It got out of it. Backspace. Yeah. Couldn't connect you. Well, that's because I have it out. Now let's give it some space here. So, I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to say steampunk background. Now, some apps will probably have a microphone. I've seen microphones on my text before, and I think I can say what I want and then translate it back and copy it. That's an awful lot of work. But this app that I'm using is a Samsung Notepad, and I don't have the ability just to talk into it and let it type. If I want to talk into it, I have to go up here and put in voice, voice recording. And then it responds with a little voice recorder up here. And then you talk, and it listens while you're talking. And then when you finish, you stop it, and then you translate it. It gives you a little option to translate. And as it's translating, it types it out, and then it types it out into a little window app, and then you can copy that and paste it into your notepad. To me, it's just as easy to, when I have short stuff like this, just to type it in. Steampunk background, steampunk lady doll, or I'm just going to put lady, steampunk lady. Oh, we need to put walking down a runway. Let's put that in here. Walks down runway. Because I want this, when I get this all built, I want it to be titled Steampunk Fashion Show. Walks down runway. Now, it would be fun and sophisticated. Walks down runway. It would be really sophisticated, and this is what takes me long when I'm doing this. I want to play. I would love to have all these dolls walking down a runway and stopping and saying something and then walking away, and the next one walking down like you would a real fashion show. And then off to the side, maybe somebody reading what each girl, each doll, or each person, steampunk doll, was wearing. But that's too much for this. I'm just lucky to get a little segment with a doll that says something. Walks down runway. All right, let me finish this out. Steampunk lady. Ink pad body. Bead head. It'll be interesting to see what it comes up with the bead. There's so many different shapes of beads. Long, straight, stringy hair. Let's see, let's say it's, I'm going to make it red hair. So long, stringy red hair. Spoon handle, legs and arms. Spoon handle, legs and arms. And let's see if it puts any bracelets or earrings on it. Sometimes it goes out and, well, a lot of times it goes out and does what it wants. It grabs images and makes it steampunk. High heel go-go boots. High heel go-go boots. Walks down runway. Smiles and says, let's do a Inktober. I'm going to put a comma. Shouldn't probably, but let's do Inktober. And I don't know if AI will know how to pronounce Inktober. I'm surprised that I was playing with it with, let me play one. Because I was playing with, in here, I was playing with the word fibdiggity and my image. Let me go out to my, where am I at? Here. And I was surprised that it pronounced my name, Meridel, as Meridel. And it, in order to get it to say fibdiggity, when I write fibdiggity, I capitalize the word fib, F-I-B, and then I make small letters out of diggity, because this is an acronym. Well, when I played it, it would play, it would interpret it when it spoke it. It said F-I-B diggity. And in order to get it to say fib diggity, I had to not capitalize it and write the word F-I-B space diggity. and then it said fib diggity. Let me play that for you. Let me go over here and let's see. I think it's this one. I debated whether to put these up or not because I got my pen in the way.
Welcome to Fib Diggity. Thank you for stopping by our little virtual community at the Meri Atelier YouTube channel.
See?
Welcome to Fib Diggity.
And I was impressed. I had to figure out how to make it say fib diggity, but when I wrote the word fib diggity again, I had to type fib as saying a fib and not capitalize it, because when you capitalize it, it recognizes it as F-I-B. She'll actually say F-I-B diggity. But
thank you for stopping by our little virtual community at the Meri Atelier YouTube channel. Welcome to Fib Diggity. Thank you for stopping by our little virtual community at the Meri Atelier YouTube channel. Welcome to Fib Diggity. Thank you for stopping by our little virtual community at the Meri Atelier YouTube channel. Welcome to Fib Diggity. Thank you for stopping by our...
What happens when I create these scenes, now let me go back to this one, and then I go to the next scene and I create another scene. Now this one I don't like because she's not talking to you, she's talking off into space. But I did, that's how it generated. Here, let me.
Fib Diggity is the name of fictional community in a story told by Meridel Abrams.
So see, it understood. It called me Meridel. And usually other people don't know what to call me. They'll call me Meridel and Meridel or Marie, you know. They don't, it must have interpreted me saying, it must have found me out there and found my voice. Of course, that's not my voice. So let's play the next.
Welcome to Fib Diggity. Thank you.
Let's go back to here, and then I have a series here, but now that's only 16 seconds long, 2 8-second segments. Let's play the next one. Let's see, I forgot what this one says. Let's see what she says.
The word Fib Diggity is a compound word formed by the acronym FIB and the word diggity. The word Fib Diggity.
So that's
Welcome to Fib Diggity.
That's about all I can get into 8 seconds. If I try to put in more, it confuses it or it chops it off. So I have to do all these little segments. Let's go play the next one. I forget what I was playing around with. Oh, she's pointing. I think I made it pointing at a paper here. I think it's saying the same thing.
The acronym FIB stands for the phrase Friends in the Box. Diggity is a word that modifies or intensifies the acronym FIB. The acronym FIB stands for the...
So here she's saying, she's explaining that FIB stands for Friends in the Box, and diggity is intensifying or modifying the word. It's actually that combination of words, FIB diggity, fib diggity, is called a portmanteau. That's an actual English word, and it means that it's a compound word made up of 2 words, and the last part of the word modifies the first part of the word. And it's really, I'm trying to explain all of that in here, and I'm not sure.
Welcome to Fib Diggity.
I think by the time you get to this point, you've bored everybody. I was getting bored myself. I think I have one more here where she's holding it up. Let's play this one.
The word Fib Diggity describes the fictional community as an intensely awesome community of friends.
So
the word Fib...
What I do when I'm creating my little stream is I'll download, I'll come out to my little studio area here, and I'm in the content. It says content. Let me go back one. Here are all my shorts. I can hit view all. Now, if I wanted to do where I played her right in here, I would download each one of these little clips, 8 seconds. Well, these are 9 seconds long. I think it shortens up when I download it. But I download them all, and then in my video player, I would combine them all into one long stream, and that's how you get something like where's my Dragon Slayer? Here's my Dragon Slayer one. But I built all of those little segments into one. I'm not going to play it. I built it all into one stream. And that is what I want to do with this. And I'm going to do a runway. So let's see. I think I typed in all of my prompts. She smiles and says, and it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to copy this, all of these prompts here, and see what it comes up with. Copy. So to do that, I come out to YouTube. Let's get rid of my library here. I don't want that anymore. And here's my YouTube.
The word fib diggity.
I'm going to go to my channel here, go to me, and I'm going to go to on my phone, I go to this little plus sign. And it brings me into the shorts. Now, you can do this 2 ways. You can either go to this little box with the head in it, or you can put add. And I'm going to hit add. And then up here it says create. And then I'm just going to paste in my prompts. So there's all the prompts for my doll here. So, and then I just hit create, and we're going to see what it comes up with. Sometimes it tells me it can't create it. Oh, it brought some things up. I kind of like this one. Let's see what it has. See, but here's where they put the prompt on her skirt. Now, I don't mind that too much. It says, let's do Inktober. I'm going to see let's play it and see what it comes up with. It creates a video. And let's see if it actually can create it. And you should be able to go to your channel. I don't know if you have to have so many hours to do this. I don't think you do on shorts. I think anybody can create a short. I think that's one of their selling points. You don't have to have 4,000 hours to create a short and put it up on your channel. So,
Let's do Inktober.
oh, it pronounced it. Now she's saying
Inktober.
She's saying something at the end, but I'm not getting a voice right here. So what I can do is continue.
Let's do Inktober.
And see how it gave me this little slider here? So right about here,
Let's do
I can push this over. And
Let's do Inktober. Let's do Inktober. Let's do Inktober. Let's do Inktober.
I'm pushing it down.
Let's do Inktober. Let's do
Oh,
Inktober.
she's still saying something in here. Where does that start?
Let's
Right
do
in there.
Inktober.
I'm shortening
Let's
it.
do Inktober. Let's do Inktober.
I think that's enough. So I've shortened it almost half. I've come from 9
Let's do
seconds
Inktober.
down to 5 seconds. So I'm going to hit done. And when I hit done, I have to hit this red button and it'll process it. Or no, I have to hit this check mark.
Let's do Inktober.
And it's processing it out there. And then I hit next. and this is where I upload it. And I'm going to put SD for Steampunk Doll, and I'm going to put O2 because this is scene 2, and then I'm going to put Meri. So that'll say it's my doll. And then I upload it, and it'll upload to my channel, upload shorts, and then you can play it on your channel. And that's how, let's do Sylvia's doll. Let's do Sylvia's doll here. So I'm going to come out back to my notepad here, wherever that is. And I'm going to put Sylvia's doll, I'm going to type Meri's doll here. Meri's doll. And so I'm going to copy this whole thing, and I'm going to repeat it for Sylvia's doll, and then change all the prompts to what Sylvia said. Now, sometimes my finger works better. So we're going to come down to the next page and put in this one, and let's put Sylvia here. Whoops. I'm going to go back. SYLVIA apostrophe. Sylvia's doll, and the 2 would become a 3. All right, we still want the steampunk background. We want the steampunk lady, and her body is a teapot body. So let's go change my ink pad to teapot. I need to put something under this to keep it from jiggling. Steampunk lady. Teapot body. And then she didn't specify the type of head, so we're going to see what YouTube puts in it. So I'm going to take out my bead head. But she said beehive hair. So let's come down here. Whoops. Fat finger this stuff. And put in beehive hair. And let's see what kind of a head it gives her. But I don't think it does. When I said a bead body, I'm going to have to look at my image again and see how much of a bead. I think it gives more of a human face than a wooden bead body. I didn't say wooden bead, but beehive hair. Stovepipe legs. And I'm going to put in arms there. So my spoon handle, I'll have to see. I'll have to look at mine again and see what it did for spoon handle. So she wants stovepipe arms and legs and arms. Stovepipe legs and arms. Lace roller skates, lace up roller skates, lace, I'm going to put that dash in there, lace up roller skates, shock absorber. I've got 2 things. I've got stovepipe legs and shock absorber hands and feet. Let's put stovepipe arms. I'm going to kind of reinterpret that. And shock absorber feet. shock absorber feet. Let's see what it comes up with. She smiles. She walks down the runway. Let's get rid of my lace. Lace up roller skates. High heel go-go boots. We don't want that. That's mine. Walks down the runway and says, and let's see what Sylvia said here. Let me look at chat. World of art is here. Yes, the doll speaks. Okay. So she's going to say, the world of art is here. Is that what it said? The world of art is here. She smiles and says, the world of art is here. All right, let's go generate Sylvia's doll and see what it comes up with. So I'm going to copy that text. I'm going to come back over to my YouTube, and it puts it in as an unlisted video, and it's processed it, and it's up on my channel now, but it's an unlisted video. You know, I could share that with you guys because it is unlisted. Let me go grab the link and share it with you, and you can watch it on in the chat. Let me go over here, and I think I need to refresh this. Let's do content, view all. Here's my lady doll. Let me grab the link. Share video. This is to mine. Let's see. Share video. Can I just copy it? More. Where's the copy? Well, we'll do it to my Samsung notes, and I'll copy it here. No, come on, I want the link. Let's go back here. Find my way here.
Let's do Inktober.
No. Give me a minute to find my way. View all. Here. Share video. I should be able to do a copy link in here. It's asking me to... I just want the copy link. Messenger, Facebook, Outlook, Amazon Gaming Hub. Well, pooey. It's not doing... I want just a plain, simple copy link. Let's play it. Can I? It's unlisted, so it should be on my channel. View all. Let's play it.
Let's do Inktober.
And then share it this way. Copy link. All right, and I want to put this in chat. So let me come out to chat so that you can watch it in the... So I want to come to me. I want to come here. I want to come to my live stream.
Say all like this.
got an ad. All right. So I'm just going to type in Mary's doll. Space. And you should be able to watch this from clicking on the link in the stream. There you go. And we'll do the same for Sylvia's doll. Oh, I don't get sound. Oh, I turned my sound off. Let's turn the sound back on.
Let's do Inktober.
So I love how it puts in the clicking of the heels, and you can kind of hear the clinking
Let's
of
do
metal.
Inktober.
You can hear that metal clinking. You can hear her boots clicking, her go-go boots clicking, and you can hear her voice. Now it still does the captioning. Let me turn that sound off again because it gets a little annoying after 20 times. Let's play it again. Come on. There we go. See, it put the captioning on her skirt. It goes too fast. It's only 5 seconds because I shortened it down because she was talking at the end and it wasn't. I could maybe make that voice say something else at the end. Let's do Inktober. It's time to play or something like that. So if I were doing this for real and I'd do another segment and I'd keep it as a longer segment and I'd say, let's do, what did I say here? Let's do Inktober. It's time to play an art or something like that. So now I'm going to go back and I have to recopy Sylvia's doll because I got all out of it. And we're going to generate Sylvia's doll here and see what it comes up with. And you can play with this. As I go in here, let's go back out to my YouTube now. And I'm at my channel, but what I want is, I want to go back one, get rid of this. I want to come into where I generate stuff. I hit that little plus sign at the bottom on my phone. I don't know what it would be on a laptop. And then I hit the add, and then there's a create button up here, and I hit that, and it brings up a screen, and this is where you put in the prompts, and I just paste them in there. And then you can use all these different styles. You can do it in watercolor or pastel, acrylic, digital. I'm not sure digital is just another option they have. To me, I either use vintage or none. I kind of like none. So we're generating Sylvia's doll, and it's thinking, it's going out there and pulling all its little, putting things together. Ooh, Sylvia, look. Let's look at the different ways that it generated it. So here in our steampunk, we got a light area behind her, and that kind of brings out the doll. You know, if you had it dark behind her, it'd be harder to see the doll. And then it looks like it has a bunch of windows in the background, and it has because she's walking down the runway, it has some people sitting out there watching her walk. And here's let me take a picture of this. Did it snap it? Let's go out to my gallery. Open with gallery. Because I can zoom in. Here's her doll. Here's her doll. Look at that teapot body. And it's all gold and metal, Sylvia, if you're watching. And here's her beehive hair up here. This is her beehive hair, and it puts some goggles and some little ornaments in her hair. Here's what it come up with the head. It's a very human head. But look at this. I think that's kind of the lid on the top of the neck here. the lid on the teapot maybe. And her arms were stovepipe arms, right? And shark absorber legs. Here's her shark absorber legs here. And she's got the lace-up roller skates. It'll be interesting to see if she roller skates when we generate it, or if she walks on them. Wouldn't it be neat to have her skating down? Ooh, we might type saying skating down the runway instead of walking down the runway. All right, that's my... So let's go back to here. Now that's the first one, but you have other choices here. That's this one. You have another choice over here, and I can't... Let me take another picture and open it in gallery. We'll look at this one. See, they put the world. See, that I don't like how they handle the captioning. I wish they'd give us the option to... The captioning is burnt into VO3, and we can't control that. And well, you can in a way, but you have to... People are trying to do hacks to get around that. I think they should just go out there and tell them to get rid of the captioning for YouTube, or because you can turn captions off and on your screen, but I think the host has to mark captioning on when they create the video too. I don't play with captioning too much. I know I should to handle the people who can't hear, but I just got too much to do. But I don't like it in here. I don't like where they just slap it on the teapot. And here they put it as a sign up here. You can't control that. That kind of bothers me when I can't control what I'm trying to create. But I do like that they gave a steampunk background here. And they put some light behind the doll so you could see her head. Here's her beehive hair. They put a lot of ornaments in it, and they gave her the goggles. And she's smiling. She's got a choker on with a metal piece. I'm really curious to see if these gals are going to... Here's her roller skates down here. She's got gold ones on this picture. So, and here's her... what was it? Shock absorber legs. I don't really see that. I kind of see it on the top of the skates there. She's got chokers around her legs, but her legs look humanly in there to me, so I'm not really too helped on that, but because we said stovepipe ones. Here's her arms with the we had shock absorber legs and stovepipe arms, so she's got kind of stovepipe arms in there, but she's got human fingers. And she's got a black glove on there, and it looks like she's holding a stovepipe. And here's a little bracelet they put off of her. And then there's the steampunk background. Let's look at this arm. So her arm over here is a human arm. It's not stovepipe. And here they kind of got it looking like a stovepipe in a way. So it kind of doesn't listen to you sometimes. And it gives you 4 choices. Let's go back one. Let's go look at the whoops, I'm in my library. Let's go back and look at the other 2, because it's interesting to see what they come up with. This one, they got images flying in the background. Whoops. And I'm looking at it in my gallery because we can zoom in. And they put the world of art. They put the captioning on the teapot. But I like how they kept the teapot up here, and then they've got kind of a metal body. A shock absorber legs, they just put metal around her human legs. I would want this all to be metal. But stovepipe arms, they did pretty good on this one, on her arm here. They gave her kind of a funky ring there. And they put goggles or boobs, I don't know. up here. I don't think those are boobs. We'll just call it a steampunk collar. And they got the human face again, the beehive hair with the decoration. And yeah, I think they did a good job on the arms. The legs they started, but then they brought in the human legs. And it's going to be real interesting to see if she walks in these or skates in them. And I might change that prompt to skates and see what comes up. Then they got all this stuff in the background. It'll be interesting to see. It looks like it's flying around back there. Sometimes they make these things move and fly. But, okay, that's the third one. We're going to go back and look at the fourth one, too. It gives you 4 choices. And here she is there. Let's swipe her. They did her a little bit different. Open with gallery. So here in the background, we got some sort of a market sign in the back. FESH, something in the background. They gave her the stovepipe hair. Gave her human face. But they put a red bow and a pin at the bow. Gave her a white blouse. Here's her arms. Here's her stovepipe arms. They didn't do too bad. The glove is kind of hard to see. I guess this is part of the handle of the teapot. The handle's on the left side this time. And the little spout is over here. They did okay on the arms, I think. And look, they gave her shoulder pads. Yeah. But now, if we were actually building a steampunk doll, we might have a little ornament of a teapot. And I don't know about shock absorbers. I think they're bigger. So maybe some springs for the legs. And we'd have to do something for the roller skates. Sometimes you can get little charms to put on them, but probably I said a beaded face and they make it human, but you can kind of get inspired. And I could see taking this picture, this is still a picture, we haven't generated the video yet. I could see taking this picture and doing a drawing or using her in some part of your art, maybe not this one, but a picture that it generates. This could be very inspirational. And of course, as you draw, you may not like the red bow. You may get rid of that altogether. So you could alter whatever it gives to you and do your own thing over here. Now, AI art is in the public domain. But if you take and get inspired by AI art and do your own drawing, maybe, you draw a teapot out here, you're inspired by that teapot, and you do your own teapot over here. By the time you get done here, I think this would be a copyright if you use it, if you actually wanted to sell your little drawing or painting or whatever. I think you could claim copyright on that because you got inspired by this. It would be the same as going to an art gallery. Just say that this was a picture that Leonardo da Vinci did, and you got inspired and you did it over here. Well, you probably changed it enough that you could probably claim this as your own copyright. Maybe not of Leonardo da Vinci, but of the... So, the other thing I wanted to show you out here, if I go back, and if I go back again, we're going to get rid of these 4 images. We're going to go back. No, I got my ink pen in there. Hold on. We're going to go back. We're going to go back. And I'm going to regenerate it. Let's regenerate it with the vintage and see. Sometimes I don't care with what it comes up with, but let's see. I'm going to use, instead of the none filter, I'm going to use the vintage filter. And we're going to recreate it. And we'll get 4 different ones. So you have a lot of choices. I can do as many of those trying again. Oh, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all because I don't like the runway. We could put a red carpet runway in there, but let's And down here, see it says try again. This just does not appeal to me at all. Let's try again. Let's see what it comes up with. Yeah, I don't like what Vintage is doing. It's trying to, yeah, I don't like it. Let's go back to none. And we're still using Sylvia's prompts. The prompts are still up there. And it's coming up with, well, now we're into that. Let's, I don't like that. Let's change Sylvia's prompt, and I can edit this here. Let's put walks down red carpet runway. Get rid of that. If I can get in there. Red carpet runway. And generate it. And see what it gets rid of all that silvery stuff I didn't like. Well, that's a little better. I like this one. Let's look at this one. Oh, it looks like it gave her a, let's look at this. I don't like what it did with the face. Let's see what it did here, gallery. Looks like it gave her a, oh, that's her, that's the shape of a face. But if you look at it like this, it looks like a beard almost. But it's the shape of her face. But I do like the teapot. Here's her lace-up roller skates. Oh, those are cool. But I don't like her face. It almost looks like she has a beard. So I'm going to go back out here. And I don't like any of these others. This one's not too bad. It gave her a building in the background, but it kind of clashes in here. So I'm going to generate 4 more and see what it comes up with. Oh, this one's a little better. And so is this one. Ooh, I like this one. Let's look at it. You see, it put the caption down here. Let's look at it in the gallery. It put the teapot on her head. It gave her a teapot head. Instead of a teapot body, it gave her a teapot head. Sometimes you can't control what it comes up with, but you can choose. It gave her the B5 head, but it completely ignored the body and gave it its own body. Let's see if the others did that. Well, here it tried to give her a teapot body. Now, let me... I don't like that I can't expand the short. I have to put it in my library to expand it and look at it. So I did give her a teapot body here, and it dressed it up with a steampunky dress. I kind of like that. And it put the caption down at the body. You can't see it because I'm in my library, and maybe if I double tap that. The World of Art is here. It's down at the bottom. And it has all these steampunk flying things. Let's generate this one, because this is pretty good. It gave her the stovepipe arms. I love that it dressed up the teapot and laced up this dark dress. And you can kind of see it down there, too. So I kind of liking that. Here's the shock absorber legs, although you can see she's got, it's really like shock absorber on her legs. And her roller skates are, and we're going to play with that prompt a little. I have walking down, and I have a feeling instead of skating, she'll be walking. And if she's walking, what we'll do is we'll put skating down the runway, and it'll give her a different doll. But so let's create this one. I guess I did take a picture of her because I like her. Let's create the video and see what. Whoops, I have to go to YouTube to create it. So now it's creating the video. Let's see if she talks and how she walks and see what kind of sounds we get. Now, I think there's more to VO3. It's a, what is it, text-to-speech option application. I think there's more to it than what I'm showing. I'm just showing you guys what I've played with so far. It's at 99%. Oh, I turned my sound down so I could talk. Ooh, I'm liking that. Let's play.
The world of art is here.
Oh, I'm loving this. So I'm liking that.
The world of art is here.
She's still talking, and we don't hear anything else. And she's walking.
The world of art is here.
She's walking on her roller skates. Let's generate this one, but we're going to use
the world of art is here.
We're going to use the same prompts, but we're instead of walking down, she's going to be skating down.
The world of art is here.
And I love how she does her arms like that.
The world of art
All right.
is here.
I'm trying to turn it off. Let's continue.
The world of art is here.
I'm going to let it play the whole thing and hit done. We're going to do next.
The world of art is here.
And we're going to do next again, and we're going to upload it. And I'll give you the link to this one too after it processes. So it's SD for Steampunk Doll, and we're going to put Sylvia's doll, S-Y-L. I'm loving Sylvia's doll. Sylvia apostrophe S doll. And I'm going to put A, because we're going to go out there and we're going to change those prompts a little. And we're going to make her say more and see if that will, because she's still talking at the end. Sylvia, do you want to say any more than the world of art is here? Is she still here? I'm in my own world here. I'm not following chat. Oh my. Is she wearing a teapot? She is wearing a teapot. Knee pads is what she has on, Angie says. Sylvia says, wow. Sylvia, I want to add another text here because she's still talking at the end of the video. For your text, it says, the world of art is here. What is another sentence that we could put on? I could think of one, but Mary, that is okay because I think people have stopped chatting. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. They're probably listening to me and watching because I'm just kind of showing you how I develop these things, and I'm using Sylvia's prompts. Sylvia's building a doll. I'm going to put Sylvia's doll in my runway. And if you guys want to build a doll, pop in and give me some prompts and we'll build dolls. I would love to see what you guys come up with. I think Sylvia's doll's better than my doll, to tell you the truth. But while I'm waiting for Sylvia to tell me a second sentence to put on. Oh, she says, yes, you run with it. Okay. So let's go back to Sylvia's prompts. I'm going to go back to my notepad here. This is why it takes me 8 hours because I do 20. When I do, let's say that I'm developing this on my own, I would do 20 different dolls. I would love to see you guys come up with some prompts and have Sylvia's dolls, Angie's dolls, Beck's dolls, and have each one of us create a doll and walk down the runway. But I don't know if you guys want to participate. Sylvia's playing along with me today. All right, I'm going to copy these Sylvia's prompts. We're going to leave the first ones alone. So I have a record of what that first doll is, A. And then right below it, I'm going to paste this in, and we're going to add, let's see, instead of walking down the runway, she's going to skate down the runway. And let's see if it actually roller skates down the runway. Skates down runway, smiles and says the world of art is here. How about something like, Sylvia says, collaboration with Meri. My life is complete. I would love to collaborate with you guys. And you know what, Sylvia? Do you have a smartphone by any chance, Sylvia? Or you could just get out a notepad and write some prompts like what we're doing here. And anybody could just submit me some prompts. Or if you have, you have to create your shorts on a, I think you can do it on iOS if you have an Apple or an iPad or an iPhone. You could do this same thing. I think they gave it to everybody. But you have to have a mobile phone. You create your shorts. Well, I don't know if you do or not. That may be a mistaken statement. You may be able to create your short on an iPad. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I always use my phone, so you'd have to check on that. But you could write your prompts and send them in. Or if you could create a video, they have a new feature that they're calling collaboration. I can take or leave that. To me, their collaboration option is an attempt to do our video hops. The thing I don't like about it is the person who creates, like if I wanted to do a video hop, I would say, who wants to participate with me? You know, have your video ready at such and such a day. This is how we build our video hops. And send me the link to your video and tell me what, or we'll set a date. And then we share all the links and everybody puts in the links and then you hop through them on that date. Well, when you collaborate through YouTube's collaboration, the part that I don't like about it is all the time you build it, they build theirs. I think they send you a link and you build it. I haven't done it yet. Somehow you build it and put it all together. But what I don't like about it is the only person that gets any credit if you're monetized. If you're monetized and you participate in a collaboration, you don't get the money from your video. The host gets all the money. I don't like that part. I like our video hops in the fact that YouTube probably goes out and automatically hops from one to the next. What happens in a video hop is you have to go out to the link and hop to the next person. Click the link and hop. Well, yeah, it's fine to have it all automatically link and, you know, show it as a collaboration that way. But when you go out, when you have the person actually say, okay, I've watched Meri's, now I'm going to watch Sylvia's video. And you click on Sylvia's link, well, it goes over to Sylvia's channel or whoever's participating, and Sylvia would get credit if she's monetized for that watch time. If it's if it's longer than an 8-minute video, and if you have 100 people watching it, she gets all that credit into her monetization area if she's monetized. And I think that YouTube, when they did their collaboration area, that 100 people watching Sylvia's video, she would not get credit for it. I would, if I hosted the collaboration. That's the part I don't like about collaborations, but they didn't ask me. You know, I've hosted a lot of video hops. I've done a lot of, we used to have groups and I think I could have helped them a little bit more. I think the collaboration's nice, but I think people would like to have credit for their work and not have it all go to the person that put it together, who's hosting it. I have a beef about that. So I probably will not use their collaboration. I like this. Now, if you do a video and you send it to me and I use the prompts in my steampunk, that would all go to me. But if you create a video, I'm not sure how I would do that so that you would get money. I might, if I get enough of them, do a video hop and just create you'd send me your video, I'd have my video, I'd play my video, and then I would say, go to the description box and play Sylvia's video, if I had enough videos submitted. Or if you sent me the prompts, see, I'm off in my little world now. If you sent me the prompts, I could create it and create a separate link, but it would, yeah, I would have to have it long enough to be able to, I would have to have a 3-minute video from you. And I'm not sure you guys, we're only creating 8-second, 9-second videos. I'm not sure you guys would be interested in building a 3-minute video. Because my 20 dolls, when I put these all together, I use about 20, and that makes 3 minutes. So I don't think any of you guys would be willing to create 20 dolls. Some of you might, if you got interested in it. All right, I want to put, the world of art is here. I need a second sentence. Sylvia says she's Android. She's curious enough to look and see. Yeah, look and see. If you're not finding, it takes a little bit to find your way through it. But what you do is you go to your channel, and if you're on an Android phone, you click your little box. Well, I'll walk you through it, Sylvia. I need a second sentence here. She smiles and says, the world of art is here. Let's go on a great adventure. Let's do something like that. And I can always change the wording. Trying to pull something out of my head when I'm doing everything else is, let's go on a great adventure. And let's see if her talking at the end, let's see if she says all of that and if it uses it all. Okay, so I changed, this is Sylvia's second doll. Oh, I was going to send you the link to that first one. Let's go out here. Let's see, I need to go, that's my gallery, we can get rid of that. I need to go here and refresh this. Did I upload that? View all. No, I didn't. Did I get out of it? I can still upload it here. Whew. I almost got out of it. So it's uploading right here. It's uploading Sylvia's first doll. And while it's doing that, I'm going to come back into where we changed the prompts. And this will be her second doll here. Oh, and I'm going to see if it'll make her skate down the runway. And if it will tell me a 2-sentence segment, because she's still talking at the end of the video, of the clip, and she's not saying anything. She says that you hear the first part of it, but you don't hear anything at the end, and she's still talking. So I want to copy this and come back here. Okay, it uploaded the video. It's unlisted. Well, let's play it here.
The world of art is here.
Oh, that's mine. Wait a minute. Did I process mine again? This content. View all. here's Sylvia's. So let's click on this. Play it.
The world of art is here.
Is that mine or is that... No, that's got a teapot body.
The world of art is here.
All right, so I want to share, copy link, and come out to chat. It gets a little involved here, but I want to go to here.
The word fib diggity describes the fiction.
And I want to come out to my stream.
This fall, heel pain and sore arches won't stop you.
Come on.
Hand-stitched leather boots deliver. This
Skip.
won't stop you. Hand-stitched leather.
Got an ad. So here is Sylvia's doll. I'm going to put the link into it for you guys. So if you want to play it, you can. Now, at the end of, I don't know if I want to leave these links in here because I'm going to be using them in my, I guess I could leave it out there. We'll see. These links might become dead after a couple days. We'll see. Because I'm going to process it, and I don't know if I want to leave that out. Well, I could leave it out there unlisted, I guess, but we'll see. I might have to change something so I don't accidentally delete it. Sylvia's doll. I want to paste in the link. Sorry. I'm thinking of a million things at once. All right, so that should go. That link should go. Let's test
The world of art is here.
This is Sylvia's doll. So now we want to go back, and I want to copy these skating down the, because I copy what I want, and then I copy over it, so I've got to recopy it again. Come on, get over there. Let's do on a great adventure. This is go on. I need to copy this again. Now, there are probably easier ways to do all of this. This is just how I process it all. And depending on your utilities and what you have, it would probably be easier to do this, but this is the way I do it. If you can think of an easier way, go for it. Okay, now, I'm at my main channel, and I think that anybody can create a short if you have a channel. I don't think you have to be monetized. I don't think you have to have, 4,000 hours. I don't think you have to have 1,000 subscribers. I think anybody, if you have a channel, can do a short. I think they put that as a rule. I'm not really sure because I'm monetized. But you could try, just to say you're not monetized and you want to create a short, you would come to your home page. And on the phone, I don't know what it looks like on an iPad or a notepad because I process it on my phone. On my phone, there's a little menu down at the bottom. It tells me I'm on my channel. Here's where my subscribers have put up their videos. Over here is the shorts. You won't click that yet. This would go out and you could look at shorts on YouTube. And here's the home button. But right in the center is a plus sign. You click on that plus sign. And I'm in shorts. You can, if you're uploading a video, you could go to video and I could upload any one of these. This is the shorts. Over here is where I start creating a live stream, and you can see my camera's pointing up. I don't want to do that. Or you could create a post. When you hit that little plus sign, it gives you all those options. You want to choose the short. Now there's two ways that you can get in to add your prompts. You can either go to this little person in a square, or you could go over here to the add. I'm going to hit the add. Whoops, that isn't what I want to do. Let me go back. I got out of it here. Well, let me start all over. I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to hit my plus sign. I'm in the shorts. I should be able to hit add here. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. And then when you hit add, because I've created all these other videos, it thinks that I want to add one of these videos. I don't want to add one of those. It gives me little things little circles to check. But at the very top, up here it says create. So I'm going to hit that create. And this is where you would type in your prompts. Well, I copy them in. I have them in my clipboard. And you can see, here's all the prompts. And I changed it to skates down the runway. And then I added a second sentence. That's how we changed. And we're going to do a Sylvia's doll number 2. And then I always choose the none or the vintage. I like the none best. And you make sure that that's selected. And then you hit create. And I had to walk through this process several times. After you do it several times and figure it out. Okay, it generates 4 images for me. Do I have the red one? Did I not put red in that? Walks down red runway. All right, I changed my prompt in my text area, but I don't like all that blue. I want a red carpet. Red carpet runway. Red carpet. And I'm just putting it in the prompts in the notepad to have a record of it. But you can come out here and the prompts that I pasted in, I can actually type it in here. Red carpet runway. And let's regenerate it. And see if it gives me the red carpet. And it does. And look what it gave her, a little fatty. Let's look at this one. Look at her eyes. Yeah, let's take a picture of this. I wish I could zoom in. I'll go out and delete all of these later, but let's go look at her. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. And here's her beehive hair. Now her teapot body is a white teapot. And they did a pretty good job on that. The shock absorber legs, I guess they kind of get out there with the, look at the kneecaps. And this one looks like a human leg up here, and they put shock absorbers on it at the knees. I guess that's what they're thinking. Stovepipe arms, it is right in here. Did pretty good on it. It's a little short. And stovepipe arms, yeah, we're okay there. Look at it, gave it a belt. I love her eyes. Now, I'm not sure that's the one I want to use. Her skates, her tie-up skates. Her tie-up skates are brown with white shoelaces. So that's in my gallery. Let's get out of that. Let's come back over to YouTube and look at the others. So, this one has the steampunk in the background, the little flying balloons. And it's got vintage lights. Her runway is going down a street. Because see, look, I don't know if there are people in there. Let's take a picture of it. Open it in my gallery and we can expand it. Look what it did to the teapot. Look, I put a ruffle on it. I love it. And her arms are up. Her face has little dots on it. She's got, looks like she has some earrings and the beehive hair. Stovepipe arms. Here's the background, and it's got a sky with all the balloons in there. It's got an old clock up here in the corner. And yeah, there are some people watching her. They're in the background, but there's some people in there. There's a man and another man. the lady back in there. They're kind of in gray images in the background. The runway has floodlights, it looks like. Let's generate this one. Now, once you generate it, I'm still in my gallery, I think. Once you generate it, you lose the others. Let's go look at the others. We'll come back to that one. Let's look at, we're not going to look at this one. We're going to look at this one. Oh. Let's take a picture and look at it, just for the fun of it. Let's open it in my gallery. Look at her. It looks like she's got a gauge belly button there. But she's got a teapot. Her legs, I don't see shock absorber legs there. I see human legs, so that doesn't impress me. It didn't listen to what I said. It's got beehive hair, and look, it put a bee. No, is that a flower? That's a bee on a flower, I think. It looks like a bee on a flower, maybe a metal bee. And the goggles. She's got curly blonde hair, and she's got a very human face. We didn't say, on mine I said a bead, B-E-A-D face, but it still made it human, I think. She's got a choker, a fancy choker. She's got kind of a steampunk flowery yoke. Stovepipe arms. They did okay on that. I don't like the legs on this one. I like the skates. Those are cool. And then in the background, it looks like it kind of has a circusy, maybe vendor booths in here. I'm not really sold on that. There's just some people watching in the back. And it put the text up at the top on a sign. The captioning, it put it up on there. I wish I could get rid of that. I don't care for it doing its thing there. I want it to listen to me. So I'm not going to generate that one either. We're going to go back and generate. We're going to go back to that one that we like, which is this one. And we're going to generate this one because it's got the people and it's got the runway with the lights and it got the steam and the old clocks. Excuse me. So let's create video. We'll lose all the others, but I did take some pictures. So create. It's going out there and creating a video. And you could, I took all those pictures. I could take those pictures and print them off and put them in my Society of Idea Collectors as ideas for steampunk dolls.
The world of art is here. Let's go on a great adventure.
Now
The
see,
world of art is here.
I like that. Let's stop
Let's
it.
go on a great adventure.
Come on, I
The
don't.
world of art is here.
How do I turn it off?
Let's go on a great
Well-
adventure. The world of art is here.
She's not skating. She's walking.
Let's go on a great adventure. The world of art is
Now,
here.
if I continue and process this, I'll lose
Let's
all
go
of
on
this.
a great adventure.
I mean, it'll go
The
out
world
there,
of
but
art
I have to
is here.
regenerate everything to get another video. So I'm
Let's
going to
go
hit
on
the
a
try
great
again.
adventure.
I have to shout over her. I'm going to try to video it again, and she's not skating. I want to see if I can get her to skate. And sometimes if you reprocess it, it does things differently when you reprocess. Let's see. But I lost the first one because I did not generate it. But when I generate it, then I have to reprocess from the start. I wish I could save that without losing everything else. But they don't listen to me.
The world of art is here.
See, she's walking.
Let's go on a great... The world of art is here.
Now,
Let's go on a great...
I can't
The
stop
world
it.
of art is here.
What I noticed there is I had that movement with her legs as she walked, and then she did that, but it it chopped off my last word. It couldn't do my last word because it did all that movement. And she wasn't skating, she was kind of trotting. I've got to turn that fan toward me. And it's fun to see the different things that it comes up with. So you're telling
The
it what...
world of art is here. Let's go on a great adventure.
See, I don't get her to skate. She's still...
The world of art is here.
She's
Let's
kind
go
of...
on a great adventure.
She's kind of skating. Let's try it again. She's kind of walking in her skates. I'd like to see her... How would you say that? I'm saying skating makes me think she wants to skate. I don't want her to walk skate. So sometimes when if you say different things, just like the fib and the FIB, it understands you if you say it right.
The world of art is here.
She's still walking.
Let's go on a great adventure, and the world of art is here.
I like them all, but I want to see if I can get her to skate. And so you can try different scenarios here. Now I will say, if you try too much, you have to go out and clear out your cache out of YouTube, and sometimes I delete my YouTube and reload it, clear everything out of there, except for I don't delete my data. I just clear the cache and disable and enable it.
The world of art is here. Let's go on a great adventure.
See, I can't get her to skate.
The world of art is here.
Let's try it again. And when you hear the different voices, the different expressions in between the different videos. And I wish I could save all the different videos without losing the original one. But I can't. I can only save one, and then I have to reprocess everything.
The world of art is here.
Oh, there she's kind of skating. Look, she's kind of skating.
Let's go on a great adventure, and the world of art is here.
She's kind of rolling.
Let's go on a great
Let's process
adventure.
this
and
one.
The world of art is here. Let's go on a great adventure, and the world of art is here. The world of art is here.
I'm going to, right at the very end, it says F.
Let's go on a great adventure, and the world of
So
art.
I'm going to move this just a little
Venture,
bit.
and the world of art.
Move that.
Venture, and the world of art is great adventure. The world
There.
of art is here.
Hit done. And we're going to process
The
it.
world of art is here. Let's go on a great adventure. The world of art.
So we're going to go to next, and I think this is Sylvia's doll 2. We're going to call it SD Sylvia's doll B. Upload short. All right, while that's doing it, let me come out and see what you're saying in chat. Angie says, Laura, I do good to get into my jigsaw puzzles. Well, that's okay, Angie. You do you. Just because I'm out here playing with the dream screen and the AI stuff, I am. This is very basic AI. I'm not a professional at any. I'm not. This is just fun. It's my fun, but if jigsaw puzzles are your fun, you do you. You have fun doing what you want to do. Angie says, now I like her. I do too, Angie. Laura says, well, God bless you then, Angie. I can't do a puzzle to save my life. The only thing I'm good at seems like it yapping. And we love it when you yap. We love it when you yap. You probably have a lot to share. Laura. She says, Ange, I get that way too, and I can be really hard on myself when I make mistakes. We all need to help each other in our community to remember that it's okay to make mistakes. It's how we learn. See, I told you had a lot to share, Laura. And sometimes, you know, we need to be reminded. And I'm going to get sappy on you guys and saying, I really needed to be reminded the day before yesterday. And I thank you guys for it. We need each other, and that's what Laura is saying. We need each other. I needed you the other day. And when you guys, you know, posted all those encouraging posts, I don't want to talk too much about it, except for I want to really thank you guys, because you lifted me up when I was down. I had a hard day the other day. And that's how we as community, when we get down on ourselves and we might make a mistake, or we might be listening to some negative chat out there, which what happened to me, you know, you need to know, you need somebody to support and encourage you. And you guys really, boy, I'll tell you, you helped me out the other day. Laura says, I'm glad you felt the love that we adore. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not seeking adoration, but I really needed the encouragement. I don't want to be put up on a pedestal because, you know, I'm just a 74-year-old lady out here playing on YouTube. I don't even have a huge channel. There are art channels that are much better artists than me, and I know and accept that. You know, they're very talented people out there. But you know, I love our community. I love how we support each other, and that's what Laura is saying. When we make mistakes, you know, we just need somebody sometimes to pull us up and say, "Forget it, move on. You're okay." Aw, thank you, Di. And welcome in, Di. I hope I haven't bored you too much with doing all of this. I did a doll, and Sylvia did a doll. Now, I want to go back in and put in my prompts. And I don't know if I put a red carpet. Let's go back and look at my prompts. I want to do my doll the second time, and I want to make her. And I'm going to put in, I think I might need to put in a second sentence. Let's go get out of that. I need to go back to my notepad here. This was Sylvia's doll too. This is Mary's doll. So I want to copy my prompts. See, I want to put skating down the runway, and I want to put in a second sentence on my doll. And then you can choose which one you want to put in the and instead of erasing my prompts or writing over, I put in I copy and paste them down, so I have doll 1 and doll 2. Steampunk background, steampunk lady, teapot body, that's Sylvia's doll. I think I put, mine is, I put Sylvia's prompts on my, what did I have? Let's do October. Is that what I said? I'm going to put October 1 is here. Because I shortened mine. Let's do October. I want this in caps. And These are Sylvia's prompts. And I got Sylvia's prompts on my doll. So I'm going to type in my prompts again. Steampunk background, steampunk lady. I had, that's why it's good to write them down. A bead head. Bead head. Oops, I don't want caps. Bead head. Ink pad body. I copied my Sylvia's prompts into my ink pad body. Long stringy hair. I make mistakes because I get while I'm talking and doing this at the same time, but I make a, let's see, I got spoon legs and arms. Spoon, I'm going to put spoon handle. Spoon handle. And I'm going to make it both legs and arms. Legs and arms. I don't need these. And she's got lace-up roller skates. Mine are, what did I have? High-heeled go-go boots. And skates down runway. I'm going to put dances down runway. High-heeled go-go boots. And instead of skating down the runway, she's going to dance down the runway. We could be, what do they call it when they just kind of prance down the runway? I'm going to put dance down runway. Smiles and says October 1st is here. Let's do it October. All right. This would be my doll 2. I kind of lost doll 1 because I messed her up. I messed up my prompts, but that's okay. I've got the video. Copy. Now, I'm going out to my YouTube. Did we want to do the link for... We'll come back and do the link for Sylvia's second doll. I don't think I gave that one to you. But I got my prompts in there, so I'm going to generate. I hit the plus sign. I'm going to hit the add. I'm going to hit the create up here. I'm going to paste in my prompts. And you can see they're all in there. I just got rid of my keyboard. I'm going to hit the none out here for the style. For me, for this. It depends on what you're doing. Sometimes if you're trying to do children, it won't do it as realism. Let's see. Oh, I didn't put in the red carpet background, did I? Red. Long stringy hair. Let's fix this. Long stringy hair. Spoon handle, legs and arms. Dance down, red carpet runway. Red carpet runway. Now let me copy these again. Come on. And copy, come out here. Just go clear back here to my create, add, create. Trying to get it where you guys can see it better. And I'll paste in my prompts again. Hit the none. Create. I think the none is already defaulted there, but I always hit it anyway. Oh, oh, look, she is dancing. Which one? And it's, all right, here's what I want to show you. On these, she does have a bead head. On this one, her head is a human head. I like it, but she's got a human head. Let's go to my gallery. We're going to see her head on this one is not a bead. It's very human face. She's got a beehive up there anyway. But here's my long stringy hair there. Look at her boobs. She's got a corset on. I have to give her boobs. I'm not using that. It looks like they tried to do something here. And they gave her knee pads. I didn't ask for that. I asked for long go-go boots. Or tall, or what did I say? Go-go boots? High-heeled go-go boots. They're kind of short, but they are high-heeled. But I don't like her boobs. So that's that one. You have to giggle at some of these. Let's look at the others. This one, they got into making a bead head. Why am I getting that beehive? Do I have beehive in my prompts? No. Long stringy hair. Oh, I do have beehive hair. Let's get rid of beehive hair. I don't want beehive hair. That's Sylvia's prompt. I left it in there. Alright. I just want my long stringy hair. Alright. I'm not going to look at the rest of them. I'm going to regenerate. Smiles and says. So I can spend hours and hours, and by the time I do 20 dolls, I've spent hours doing this. And we spent most of the stream. I've only got a half hour left. All right, I want to come to YouTube. I'm going to back out of all of this. And I'm going to hit add and create. Create. Hit create. And I'll paste my prompts in. I got rid of the steampunk hair. And let's get rid of that V in there. High heel go-go boots. All right, let's create it and see what happens. Generate some pictures. I don't see any human faces on these. And I don't see any text. Well, no, I see it here and here. I do not see text on this. Well, it tries it in there. It's probably there on all of them. But it's way down at the bottom. And it'll probably be mostly hidden. So let's look at this one. Ooh, I like her. Look at her. She's dancing. Let's look at her in the gallery so I can expand it. Where's my gallery? Here she is. So we got the balloons in the sky. We've got a city background. Runway, looks like some posts with some rope there. The sidewalk. And I'll bet she's dancing. I almost want to generate her. I think I'm gonna make a, I'm gonna print these out and put them in my Society of Idea Collector. We could do, let's go back to YouTube. Let's go look at a couple others. I don't like this one at all. She's got a goofy face. So I'm not going to even... And I don't like this one. She's short and she's weird. But you guys like the weird ones. I kind of like this one. Let's take a picture of her. And go look at it in my gallery. She's got the steampunk sky. Her hair is flying around as she's dancing. Her dress is, I like her dress. She's got what kind of legs did I say? Spoon handle legs. I guess this kind of looks like a spoon handle. And her arms were spoon handle. I don't see a spoon handle on her arms. She's holding some sort of a something. I don't see spoon handle on her arms. I might have to, but I kind of see spoons. I want to change this again. I want to say decorative spoon handle. Let's go change my prompts. I do this a lot, going back and say, we should do this, we should do that. Instead of spoon handle, arms and legs, I'm going to say, let's put vintage floral spoon handle, and see if that gives me some decorative spoon handle legs. And instead of, I'm going to do the same thing for the arms. And see if I can't get it on both of them. Because it seemed like it put it on my legs, but not the arms. Now let's copy that. Wait, I got to get that V out of there. High heel go-go boots. I'm going to put tall go-go boots. All right, let's see what I get. And come back out here to YouTube. Back out of it. One more time. Hit the add, hit the create, paste in your prompts. Make sure you have the none, if that's what you want. Choose your style, hit create. And it generates 4 pictures. And you can regenerate your pictures as many times as you want. Well, I only got 2. Let's go back and see if I can get 4. Sometimes it gets tired. No, I'm liking, it's got spotlights. I'm not sure I like them. I wonder if they blink off and on. But I got beaded faces. I don't see a human face on her. Spoon handle. I got the spoon handles. I misspelled Inktober. So let's spell Inktober right. I'm just going to correct it. Whoops. Inktober. I'm going to regenerate this. So I don't like all, and then let's put a K in there. Inktober. And generate it. So I've spent almost 3 hours maybe. I did that carving. Oh, I don't like the signs. I don't like the signs. I'm going to try again. I don't like those square signs. That's not what I wanted. Well, this is the best. Oh, there's the ink pads. Ink pad body makes squares. I didn't notice that on the others. Those squares are ink pads. It gave me what I wanted. I didn't like it. See, here it didn't give me an ink pads per se. It gave me boobs. I kind of like them though. And it gave me the flourished arms. I don't see the arms as a spoon handle. Let's look at the others. I don't like any of these. It really marked up her face there. I like this one the best. But I'm going to regenerate it one more time. I'm going to go clear back and hit the create there. See if I can't get something more to my liking. I like Sylvia's doll better. Oh, look at what she's doing here. She's walking this way. Oh, I like her. The runway is kind of comes this way, and they can kind of a T in there. T shape. I don't know. I like this one though. Let's look at it in the. Let's look at it close up. All right, so I got chandeliers and some steampunk in the background. I'm not sure I like this part of the runway, but I'm going to leave it. I'm getting this part chopped off. I don't know what it's going to do on the video. Because I just took a picture. But look at the spoon handle legs. Look at the spoon handle legs. I like that. But I don't think it did it on the arms. Well, it tried. It made it a metal armband there. I don't really see an ink pad body, but I see the ink pad is up here on her neck. But I'm going to leave it. And I don't really see, it tries. It makes a armband out of my spoon handle and puts some flourishes on it. I love her long stringy hair. Look at the beads. Her face, it gave her kind of a human face, but it put beads on the side. And it rounded her face. It kind of put a face on a round shape. I kind of like that. And it gave her decent looking boobs, and then it gave her goggles up here. Tied her hair and a bun at the top. I kind of like this one. I think I'm going to generate this one. But let's see what else I got here. Oh, I like it because she's walking this way. This other one has the ink pad on her torso area. This one isn't too bad, but I like this. I kind of like this one too, but we're going to generate this one. And I'm not sure what it's going to do to the bottom text here. Let's create video. I've only got 15 minutes here to play. I want to know, have you guys enjoyed doing this? I know there's not a lot of chatter out there, but I feel like you guys are watching, not chatting. But let me know if this is boring you or if you're enjoying it. I will do more if there's enough interest, but if there's not enough interest, if you think this is something that you'd rather see me draw it rather than generate.
October 1 is here. Let's do Inktober.
She's dancing.
October 1 is here. Let's do Inktober.
I don't like the ding there, and I don't like the end where
October 1 is
it
here.
gives kind of a
Let's do Inktober.
So let's try it again and see. Let's regenerate and see what, because the more you regenerate it, it kind of changes things out there. Laura says, it's been fun and interesting. It's time to get my mother's, time to go to my mother's calling. Have a great day. Bye, Laura. Have a good day. There's Jean, Homeschool Mama 4. Hi, Jean. It's good to see you. Dee Dee's, are you smiling, Dee Dee? Dee Dee said, well, it would be if I was streaming. Yeah. Well, Dee Dee, I would love to see you do a stream. Oh, look at her dance. And see, all that movement, she doesn't say anything because it's putting all of it, it's putting all of her emphasis into her dance. So it doesn't have enough power to do both this intricate dance and the voice. So I see when it does more body movement, like it's doing a really intricate dance here, I don't get the voice. But I get all that click-clacking I kind of like that. Dee Dee, I would love to see you do. You're just checking in late. That's okay. I've been playing with creating steampunk dolls. I love her beaded hair. I'm going to regenerate this because I kind of want the voice. And that's probably why the text was, I may not get a voice. That text was way down at the bottom. I may not get a voice on any of these. Because she's dancing. Well, I got it on one, though, didn't I? Maybe not this one, though. I have to watch my time. I've only got 10 minutes. This is Tuesday, so Kathy Bird comes on. Let's see what this one does.
October 1 is here. Let's do INKTO Beret.
See how it didn't say Inktober there? It said
October 1 is here. Let's do INKTO Beret.
I don't like that. I like the
October 1 is here.
I like that it's
Let's
giving a
do
voice.
INKTO Beret.
But I don't like how it said INKTO Beret. It said Inktober on one of these. So it interprets things differently. I wonder if I put that in small caps if it'll say Inktober. See, it interpreted that INK as an acronym, and it said INK.
October 1 is here. Let's do ENKT overall.
Yeah. Let's get rid of all of this, and instead of putting this in caps, you see it's interpreting this as a INK as a acronym. But I think if I put it in small letters, it'll show up as small letters, but get rid of the caps here. INKTOBER. It might pronounce it as Inktober rather than an acronym. I found that out with Fibdiggity. You have to kind of figure these things out as you go. Now I've lost her, and I don't like any of these. I would like that one where she's walking down the... Let's try it again. Walking down the runway going that way. Now, if you try this and you don't get sound, there's a help feature. I don't know if it's here or in the main one. See, it says something wrong. And when I very first started processing, my first time with the VO3, it said, is something wrong? And I clicked on that and I put no sound. And the next time I tried it, I got sound. And I really think that this is AI generated. And I think it figured out, you guys aren't seeing that. Oh, try again. I think it figured out that, let's do that again. See, it says, it asked me, is something wrong? And I put down, I clicked on it and I said, no sound. And when I regenerated, it gave me sound. I think that this is AI generated here, and it figured out that I needed to turn on sound in my background. I don't know for sure, but I thought I was sending off a help message to a help person. Well, this is kind of like an AI help, I think. Jean says she's slow stitching. Dee Dee says she's printing stickers and listening. Welcome in, Dee Dee and Jean. It's good to see both of you in here. So I don't like any of these. I'm going to regenerate, see if I can find an interest. Gave an ink pad body here, the square bodies. It gave me what I wanted. Now, this one I like, but it gave it a weird globe on her head. And look at that spoon handle, leg. Wow, that's cool. Let's look at this one. and it gave her spotlights on here. I don't really care for the spotlights. It did give her an ink pad torso. It gave her spoon handle legs. I like that. I'm going to regenerate. Let's look at this one. This one's not bad. It gave her a bead head. I don't like her torso. Let's regenerate one more time. I've only got 10 minutes here. I got 8 minutes. I got to choose one. I don't like all the spotlights. And like I said, I can spend hours doing this. Okay. These two, she's kind of facing different directions. Well, they are on that one. I don't like the spotlights here. I think they're distracting. This one, they have spotlights, but they're not beams. So do I want this one? Which is pretty cool. She's got her long stringy hair. Let's take a picture of this and look at it in my gallery, because I can, when I take a picture of it, I can zoom in. Look at her hair. I love that she's putting bead, that it puts bead here. It gave her a hat, and it gave her some sort of a metal collar. I don't see the spoon handle arms, but I do see it really cool legs here, spoon handle legs. And I guess this is the ink pad there. It says T-O-M-R-Y. I don't know what. So it looks like it's using it as a purse, maybe. Oh, and look, I put vintage arms, spoon handle arms, and it put her holding a spoon. So you get weird things. Let's go back and look at that other one, which is, that's the gallery YouTube. Let's go back. Oh, yeah, this one. I kind of like this one. I don't like this up here, but it is what it is. I can't get rid of it. It's burnt into the VO3. That's what Google says. I like the steampunk background. I like her. This is the stamp ink pad body right here. She's got metal shoulder pads. I do not see spoon handle arms. She's got a human face, and I've lost the beaded hair. And it looks like it has a telephone up at the top. And I've got the spoon handle legs. I like this one, but I like that she's holding the spoon in the other one. I'm going to regenerate this one, because we got to finish here. So we're going to create a video. And I need to give you the link to Sylvia's doll too. Or I'll put it in chat. And when chat processes, if you want to go watch it, you can. Or I could put them on I could post all the links on the tab, on the post tab, which I might do.
October 1 is here. Let's do Inktober.
Ooh, I kind of like that. Look at her movement, and she said both things.
October 1 is here. Let's do
I've only
Inktober.
got 4 minutes, so I'm going to process this.
October 1 is here. Let's do Inktober.
She's a dancing. She's got her go-go boots. She says
October
it
1
on
is
one.
here.
Let's upload it, because I need to end it here.
October 1 is here.
We're going to call Mary's doll too. Oh, Steampunk doll SD, and Mary's doll too. So Sylvia has 2 dolls that we've generated, and Meri has 2 dolls. Doll 2. B, not 2. And out of the interest of time, I will go grab the links to these, and I will post them on the I will post them out there on the, where's, this is Sylvia's doll. Yeah, Sylvia has 2 dolls and I have 2 dolls. So I'll post them on the tab. I'll post links to them. The links will go to the unlisted, but I will eventually process these as, well, no, I can leave them out there as unlisted. I'll leave them as unlisted, but I think I have to process it to bring it down. I don't know if I can save an unlisted video. I think I have to make it published. So these might go away on my post. I don't know. We'll see. It is 8:55 there and 8:58 here. So I've got 2 minutes. I want to come out to chat. Let me come out to chat and say goodbye to everybody here. I really would like to know if this has bored people. I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy, if you want to set up a set of prompts, and if you can't get it to work, send the prompts to me, and I will process it online here, and we can see if, I would love to be able to work with somebody on this and do a collab like what Sylvia and I did this morning. If you're interested in it, I don't want to force anybody to do anything. I'm kind of looking for somebody who enjoys this and would like to explore it more. I want to go out to my chat stream here and come and say goodbye to everybody. Say goodbye to everybody. Dee Dee says, Meri is hot. Am I hot? Did I turn the fan toward me? Dee Dee says, I like to see your finished product, Meri. I'm going to do 20 dolls, but I would love to have doll prompts. If you can't generate a video, I would love to see you guys send in some prompts and maybe I would love to get 20 prompts from you guys and have a runway show and create a 3-minute video of all the different dolls that we create. That's going to take some time, and it's going to take interest from you guys to if you're interested. I would love to see you guys submit some prompts or do a video that I could incorporate into here. And you could show your video also on your own channel if you wanted. The clips are only 8 seconds. If you wanted a 3-minute video, you would have to bring all your videos down and process them together. Let's see. Dee Dee's laughing. Angie says, Meri, you can move like that dancing. I should do a steampunk costume with myself. You know, put my little virtual Meri out there. She's older than me. I'm a little bit younger than her. But let's see, who else am I missing here? Dee Dee's listening. Angie says goodbye to Laura. Angie says she enjoyed it. Laura says, I'm collaging with wrapping paper scraps this morning that a friend sent to me, and it's really satisfying. They are very thin. Jean Homeschool Mom with 4 was here. Well, at least they gave us a time. Dee Dee, I can't wait when Wi-Fi goes out. Dee Dee, I wait that when Wi-Fi goes out. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Jean, oh, Kelly Ann was here. Kelly, if you're still here, hi. I miss a lot of people when I get doing all this stuff. Dee Dee's home from errands, cable Wi-Fi out. They say until 11:30, so I'm on my phone. Well, I'm loving that you're on your phone, Dee Dee. I would love to see you do a steampunk doll. He's actually going over to watch Dexter with her this afternoon. That show is gross. She's really cute. Oh, Cole has a girlfriend? Angie, Laura, have you met Cole's girlfriend, and do you know her name? Ethan has one, and we can't say her name or know it. Laura says, so Ethan's private about it, too. Cole's been a little bit more open. I'm able to meet her last Friday night. He and I picked her up, and I dropped them off at the football game. She's really cute. She plays softball, and they have classes together. That's all I know. Aww. Aw, they're growing up. They're growing up. Laura's gone. All right. I think I need to sign off. It's 9:02. Kathy Berg is coming on. I want to thank you guys for playing along with the prompts. And I did do a little, it's in my, I did a pumpkin carving and a ghost carving. I want to do some wax seal. I might play again Thursday morning with making some more little Halloween stamps. We'll spend a little bit more time on making some Halloween stamps that I can do wax seals with. And we might do some more prompt dolls Thursday, because this has just been fun for me. I need to zoom out and go away. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.